Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. It's WIP It Wednesday for Wednesday, May 9th, 2018. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. So this week has been an okay week. I feel like working on the Bargello quilt really took it out of me. I'm just kind of tired, and so I've been taking it easy on the projects that I've been working on. The Dresden plate quilt, I did the vertical sashing on that. You might have already seen that video. And I started working on the horizontal. I'm still working on it. I haven't quite finished it yet, but I will put a picture here so that you can see it if you haven't seen that video already. I did go to a quilt shop over the weekend. They have Strip Club. The name of the shop is A Scarlet Thread. It's in my local quilt area, or my local area, which is really about 45 minutes from my house. And I went and I enjoyed the Strip Club. They basically, it's a show and tell where you can take your projects that you've been working on. And so I saw a lot of cool things and got some inspiration. And then they show a strip pattern that you can do, and they typically have a fabric line that's on sale for people who attend the that meeting, and you can get it at a discounted rate. You can they have door prizes, things like that. So their pattern that they had, it was a cozy quilt design pattern, and it's called A Star Is Born. It's really interesting. And this one is made for 2.5-inch strips. And what they did was they give you the pattern first, and then at the end of the meeting you get the front cover of the pattern. Like I said, it is made for 2.5-inch strips, but I didn't have any 2.5-inch strips, but I had a Moda scrap bag that I opened up a while ago, and the name of the line is Sun Drops by Corey Yoder, and I think this is a Moda line. And these were strips that I got. There were I think like 32 strips, but they were cut about 32 inches long, and they had the selvages on them. So I had to cut them down, and I ended up cutting them down to 2 inches. And so what I'm going to do is make this quilt in 2-inch strips instead of 2.5-inch strips. I made a practice block here. This is kind of cool. It kind of, you know, it's cute. And I have my my strips here, and the instructions are pretty easy to follow. You just kind of have to pay attention. I normally don't do patterns like this. I normally design my own patterns. So this is kind of a new thing for me. It is a learning process. I did learn that I'm going to probably have to press the seams open on this when I come back to it. But I probably should not have been working on it because I don't need any new projects, but I already did. So I'll just put it, I'm putting everything away because I do need to finish up a lot of other projects. One interesting thing about this fabric is that in the selvages, it actually has a little saying. It says, "She used bits of sunshine to make beautiful things." So what I did was I kept these little parts of the selvage that had the writing on them. The other ones are in my, they're in my dog bed. I'm kind of making a dog bed out of scrap fabric, but I may pull them out because I want to make a project with these little sayings, and I feel like I need some extra stuff to do that with. But for now, I'm going to put that away because I don't need to start any new projects. But I just did that. It's just kind of a, I guess, to give myself a breather from the other projects that I'm working on. I did pick up a couple of yards of this solid fabric, and this, it's called Putty, and it's like Design something is the name of the company. And so it's a really light gray, and I needed it because after I finish the Dresden plate, my next big project is going to be finishing this sampler. And it is an alphabet sampler. I really enjoyed, this is all scraps. This light gray was going to be the background for my Dresdens, but when I decided to go with the darker gray, I was making letters, and so it's a good background fabric for my letters. So I have all the letters done, but I need some more sashing to go in there. So I need to finish at least the Dresden plate top before I add anything else to the alphabet quilt. When I finished up the Bargello quilt, I put it out there about possibly doing a quilt along, and I did get some interest, so I'm really excited about that. I'm working on the pattern right now, and what I'm hoping is that we might be able to start something like that mid to late summer, to give me some more time to work on the pattern and see exactly how we want this quilt along to work. Again, if you're still interested, leave the comments below. I did get some interest in on the Facebook group, the purple quilts. So if you're interested, leave that in the comments below. If you have any questions about what might the quilt along have, please do leave those below as well. I think that's all I have today. So I hope that you're working on your projects. Put in the comments what you're working on below too. I'd love to see that, and we can work together as a community to encourage each other to get this stuff done. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget the Purple Quilt Facebook group and my blog, eQuilts blog, it's at WordPress. So see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.